I find, and this is no exaggeration, probably about 80 to 90% of the time that something goes wrong for me, it's because someone else was incompetent or didn't do their job. Just being honest. I guess at this point, since obviously now we've been on stream for like 20 minutes and already no one's even asked the question, I guess we'll answer a question like, why are we here together tonight? Why tonight? And what are our plans? All right. So, in a nutshell, all right, Kat has told me over the years that she's wanted to come back on stream, but she was looking for the right time. Now, was there a reason particularly why you felt now was the right time of any time? Because remember, it's always been literally an open door policy. She could have come in here at any time. Shut up! Kat, what kind of music do you like listening to? Do you ever have music on in the background?
I love music.
Not like me. I don't listen to music.
Rock, metal. I like all kinds of music. I like the only music I don't like is rap. And someone said K-pop. I hate K-pop. I hate it.
Let's see what you guys want to talk about tonight. Well, Pokemon says, do you ever have any plans of doing any kind of streaming of your own?
I don't know about that yet.
Yeah.
We'd have to do the co-op stuff first. It's too early for that.
There's a couple major concerns. All right. Concern number one, you have to understand, we're sharing a house, right? How do we stream together? We'd be using the same internet line, right? You know what I mean? Like, you can't have two people streaming at the same time. That's number one. I don't even know the viability of it. Sure, we have two lines, but there's no way to stream from a living room downstairs. She's never really even talked about it. You know what I mean? Like, that would totally be up to her if she ever wants to do that. But it's not even a concern. It's not even something we've discussed at this point. Okay, right now, working together, we want to play a game together. That's what we're working on, so. Shut up. No one cares about you, boy. So, Tubbs wants to compliment you. He says, all the snacks you've made for marathons looked great. It was nice of you to put in effort for Phil's stream.
Thank you.
Let's see here. By the way, we already said this up front. I'm going to say it again. We're not talking about the documentary tonight. It has nothing to do with anything. If you keep asking the question, I'm going to have you timed out. All right? We're not talking about any documentary tonight. This is something that has nothing to do with the documentary. It's us being nice and hanging out with you guys and having a nice social stream tonight. Okay? All right.
DSP cult leader.
A 250 tip from Dragon Master. Would you ever want to have kids one day? Why or why not? You totally don't have to answer that if you don't want to. That's your call, Kat. You know, I'm not going to make you answer that question. That's a personal question. So if you really don't care to answer it, you don't have to.
I don't even know what I would say to that. That's kind of...
I've already told you outright we're not interested in it, right? We said it a million times. We're not interested in having kids. You know, it's a personal thing. And it's none of your business. If we ever decide to open up and talk about it, we can. And if not, we won't. And, you know, there you go. Attorney of Forever did a 50-bit cheers. Is Burnell Jr. running around? Now, there's a thought. Yeah, dude, there was, you know, the bottom line is, if I had a stable income and things were if I was a big YouTuber, I made a ton of money, if I was a big streamer, I made a ridiculous amount of money, if I had a stable income and I didn't have these issues with taxes and shit, and things constantly screwing me over, and also if I didn't have, you know, hundreds of people who were mentally ill constantly trying to hurt me, then maybe I'd consider having a kid, but I don't think so, man. Plus, I'm 35 years old, you know what I mean? Anime fan did a super chat wondering if we play any interactive games with the audience. No. Right now, I'll tell you right now, no, because I've done those in the past, and you know what happens is all you get is negative idiots from troll, you know. Here's the thing. It's not like we don't want to be social. It's that we know that when you provide an avenue for those people to be empowered, they will take it, right? So why would we play a game where literally you have no filter over people and they can join and say whatever they want? You know, this was in 2017 I tried doing it. It was awful, the things that people said on there. Why would I play Jackbox and have trolls coming in saying insulting things? That's dumb, right? Now, I'm not saying we would never do something, you know, with you guys, but it would have to be something in a more safe environment so that these idiots don't get attention, which is all they're going to try to do is get attention, right? Us playing the cool Simulation Island in Like a Dragon is us playing a game with no potential for these idiots to try to ruin it. So that's the kind of stuff that we would probably look to do. So, annoying fucking trolls. What happened? Polymetal CX30 with a super chat asking, would I ever play a Ratchet and Clank game like Deadlock? Or would you ever play Ratchet and Clank game like Deadlock? Oh no, he's asking me, would I ever play a Ratchet and Clank game like Deadlock? Why would you ask me that on a night when my wife is here? I gotta ask this question. Why are you asking me about video game selections? You could ask me that literally on any stream. I don't even know what that is. I've played Ratchet and Clank games before. I think they're fine. I don't love them. I don't hate them. But I don't know why you would spend tonight asking me questions about random video games. It's kind of silly, don't you think? Okay, what a fucking idiot. Can a moderator please get rid of Bud Walton? He's an obnoxious idiot, please. He's just being stupid. I don't want to answer him because he's so dumb. Cat, what is your favorite DSP remix song? Do you sit here and listen to my remixes every morning? No, I didn't think so.
I don't even think I know any.
You wouldn't know. Thanks for the money, stupid fuck. If someone being stupid asking makeup questions, this is not a makeup stream. No one's going to be telling you products of makeup that she's using. It's ridiculous. Fuck you. Let's see. What are our goals for the year? I mean, honestly, we haven't. Again, you guys are acting like this is like a super serious. Like we sat down and we planned out a giant year's worth of stuff that we're doing. We haven't done that, right? Like for us, this is just a stream to be fun together, right? To hang out, to answer some questions, to see, you know, how people receive it, to let you know we're interested in doing some co-op gameplay this year. That's about it. All right. We're not that sure. We don't have goals for things. No, we're not setting up a Phil and Cat co-op channel. This is ridiculous for people. You know, no. You guys. What you do is you take the pebble and you turn it into a giant mountain. That's what you tend to do. We're not anywhere near that. We're just kind of testing the waters with how tonight goes. Like, just to give you an idea here, like, I'm freaking sitting here wobbling on my plastic stool, you know, trying to pull this off because we didn't really plan it or anything. You know what I mean? Hopefully we'll have to look for something better to do these in the future and everything. It's not that serious, okay? Dude, I don't plan on anything happening. I never planned on being a YouTuber. I never planned on being a streamer. I never planned on any of this shit happening. It just happened. Who knows what the future holds? What? It's like a giant paragraph about your nephew got into a fight. Do you have any advice? Yeah, here's my advice. Don't ask me about your nephew getting into a fight on the stream where my wife is coming back for the first time in 5 years. It's really stupid. But thanks for the $1 tip anyway.
Wow, some stupid idiot dude tipped me $50.
Shout out to Sarah, who did a super chat and says, thank you, Kat, for supporting Phil behind these scenes and for food during the marathons. Phil and his content are just so much happier now and positive since he married you. And a big heart. A big heart emo. So there you go. And thank you for that, Sarah. Very true. Like I've said, I feel like, I mean, let's be honest here. Since I met Kat, right, I've changed my attitude, my positivity. I'm a more positive, focused person now. My life has dramatically improved since I met her and since we've been together, right? Mm-hmm. So, and I'm very grateful for that because I needed that. It was a time in my life when things were awful, and to have that turn around and to be a more positive person getting older is a nice thing. You know, I was very, very tumultuous in my youth. So thank you for saying that, Sarah. Again. Fucking again! Shout out to Richard, who did a super chat. Says, can we see a smooch? Yeah, off camera when we feel like it. We're not just gonna kiss each other on camera in front of you just because you're desiring it. Plus, probably I get lipstick all over me right now. It'd be very embarrassing. So, thank you, Richard, for the super chat. Here's the thing. Here's the truth. My wife and I don't like pressure of doing things because someone's, like, forcing you to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a difference between, oh, there's something natural going on. And we're, you know, let's kiss versus, hey, you just kiss on camera. Come on, guys, kiss on camera. I'm the same way. Like, my whole life, when someone bothers me about something like that, I won't do it. Like, on purpose, just to be, I won't do it just because you're bothering me about it. You guys know that. When you say things on stream, do this, and I'm just going to ignore you, right? So it's the same thing there, the same mentality, all right? You know, if we're having a good time and we're having a good stream and something happens nice and we want to kiss, we will. But for you to try to ask us to do that is kind of ridiculous, don't you think? Like, this is not YouTube controls two people on a stream. This is us just hanging out with you guys. So please be respectful of that. I love Hulk Hogan's dick. Let's see. Oh, here's an honest question, because you can answer this because I think people are going to be surprised. Mm-hmm. How much do I talk about my streams when I'm not on stream?
I mean, not like never. I mean, when you come downstairs, we talk about it briefly, but no, we're not sitting there all night talking about it,
right?
Because it's that separation of
You see? This is funny because this is what I say on stream, but they never heard it from you.
Yeah.
They only hear it from me. And then you say, so now at least you're reinforcing everything that I said.
Yeah.
Right? I don't want to talk about this. The moment I want to talk about this, I don't want to talk about the stream. I don't want to talk about games. I don't care. This is the door. This is between business and personal life. There's a lot out there. Don't work for everyone. And we are selling our life for ourselves. And that's a great thing to do. That's some people like see everything else to do. And that's another thing that people ask me all the time. Do I play games outside of this office?
No.
Do you see me playing video games all over the house?
No, I mean, you watch me play games.
Sure.
But you don't play games.
Exactly right. Because if my whole life was games, then I would hate it, right? Imagine if your whole life was the same thing all day, every day. You get burnt out, you get bored.
Yeah.
I'm glad that I don't play games outside of here because then I can have time to watch you play games. We can relax. We can do other things. That's the good way to do it, in my opinion, anyway. And that's my philosophy. Don't take my work outside of here and start talking about my streams and stuff. Okay? The one thing that's going to be tricky, because we already talked about this, see how we are right now, like we fit on camera because it's widescreen, okay? When I do gameplay, I do squished, you know, the 4:3 aspect ratio, the square, because that is better. And I'm wondering how we're going to do this. Like, how are we going to have our both of us on screen, co-op commentary, doing this stuff without the frame rate dipping? We have to mess with this a little bit, I think. We have to kind of, like, experiment. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding. Does Phil ever get angry when he's driving? And what do I listen to when I'm driving? Do I ever get incredibly angry when I'm behind the wheel? Let's hear her answer. Do I? Do I get absolutely furious behind the wheel?
All the time.
There you go.
Every single time.
Jerry says hashtag DSP drives it. DSP drives it.
There you go. Well, there you go. Now, here's someone who's, I feel, is at least of rational mind. Someone tipped $1 anonymously and said, you know, I am a detractor of yours, particularly they don't like me. But they don't understand why people are so negative towards my wife. Because you want to know the truth? There's nothing to understand. You get it? That's not rational behavior.
Right.
To be nasty to someone who literally has not earned your ire is not rational thought. That's just, it's mania is what it is. And she never, ever deserved any of the hate she got from anyone on the internet because she's never done anything that would ever piss anybody off, you know? She was sat on streams for Q&A a couple times. She was on a Halloween stream. That was it. And then these people are just obsessed to the point of nonsense and mania. And they need to get help. But,
yeah, they do.
You know, you can't make people get help, especially when they just sit there behind their computers and no one in their real life is monitoring their activities. You know what I mean? There's nothing you can do. But happy that we are able to be back in a family capacity now. So, okay. Oh boy, here you go. Here's a question for you, Kat. They've asked me this and I've answered it. What's your favorite kind of pizza? New York style, Chicago style, brick oven style? Do you have any kind of particular pizza you like over others?
Tumbler.
So, thank you guys. Great night stream. We are going to adjourn now and say goodnight to you all. Thank you for a great stream. And remember, I'm not here tomorrow. All right, I'm back on Friday with the podcast. Baldur's Gate 3, Street Fighter 6. I'm sure we'll be talking a lot about this on the podcast on Friday. Okay, guys? So thank you so very much. Have a good night. See you Friday. Peace out. Be safe on Thursday, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.